Time now for the Masterclass out in the centre of the Adelaide Oval. Before we go, Ian Healy and Ashley Mallet are out in the middle. Was Heels any good playing off breaks?
Hills played off breaks two ways. Firstly, he tried to cut the ball that pitched on off and was heading for leg. That's how he played most bowling. And then if that didn't work, it was the cow corner slog.
Slog?
Yeah, to deep mid wicket, a bit like yourself actually.
Hills, let's not talk about me. I couldn't play any sort of bowling. I know you could play off-break bowling very well, mate, so take us through how we bowl some off-breaks today with Ashley Mallet. Down to you, pal.
Thanks, Simon. I was always in trouble when that deep mid-wicket went out. I have Ashley Mallet with me. No better person to talk about off-spinning here on the Adelaide Oval. His best bowling, 8 for 59 here, out against Pakistan. Thanks very much for your time today. And with us also Aaron Sayers, an under-17 South Australian cricketer and off-spinner. And Rowdy, I'm going to leave you to start with Aaron and go for it.
Thanks, Heels. Well, Aaron, let's have a look at it. Have a bowl, mate. Right arm over the wicket. Eyes on the target. And what was your target, mate? What were you looking at when you bowled?
Bottom of the stumps.
Bottom of the stumps. Okay, let's have a bowl from a standing start. And we'll talk about the target. Bottom of the stumps. Lands flat, reached up. When he came in to bowl, when you came in from the long run, you actually landed on your toe a bit, I thought. If we land flat and reach up and over, you'll get a stronger delivery. Let's just try one from a standing start again. Land flat, reach up. That's pretty good. Okay. The idea is to, when we're not going to mess around with another run up because we can't mess that up. We're at delivery. We come forward, just come forward. Now reach up high. That's where we've got to be. Not like that English off spinner we've seen over the last couple of days been landing a bit flat. The trouble is he wasn't reaching up. He was landing flat, which is good, but wasn't reaching up. You landed flat then, now reach up. Shoulder at your target. Now your target, you said, was at the bottom of the stumps. It really should be where Heels used to stand, behind there. That should be your target. And you must get into your mind that it is not where the ball lands, which is the key. What is the key to spin bowling, do you think? Sorry?
The movement, where it lands, like where it moves after it's pitched.
No.
A pretty good innings, 41. So
that's pretty good.
For 114.
Obviously it's going to land somewhere. We don't want to rely on gravity, so we've got to spin the thing hard. But it's how it arrives which is the key. And your area of danger, let's have a look at 6 balls here. Now, if Mira Litteran was bowling, he chucks them up above the eye level, doesn't he? So his area of danger is enormous, the same as Shane Warne, who his area of danger is a hell of a lot bigger than this, because he gets the ball to do that. Now, how do we achieve that? We go back to the basics of landing there and reaching up. Our front shoulder should be at our target, which is Heels behind the keeper's gloves. As long as the keeper's standing in the right spot, that is the target.
Of course, Rad.
So your shoulder at the target, and the rotation has got to be up and over. That's the key. And stay tall, mate. Okay?
And Rowdy, that'll give him trajectory.
That'll give him trajectory, which is above eye level. We're not going to rely on gravity, are we? We're going to spin the thing hard. Let's have a look at your grip. It's got to be a firm grip, but not too tight. Why shouldn't it be too tight?
Then we'll pull the ball down.
Yeah, well, you'll tend to let it go a bit too late. Get those fingers as wide apart as you can on the seam. That's your main spinning finger. Don't push with the thumb, right? And we want the ball, we want your arm pretty high for your stock delivery. That's how it should come out there. So it spins over there on the line of about the keeper's gloves so that the batsman is hitting against the spin, right?
Now, Rad, when we talk about trajectory, we've got a Hawkeye analysis of Shane Warne's trajectory and also Richard Dawson's to compare. You're talking about being high but not obviously beyond the perpendicular, and we'll look at Richard Dawson's action. This is Shane Warne's trajectories, all different. You can see his variety that he's creating. They're pitching different lengths, and it's that big area you're talking about. Now, let's look at Richard Dawson's. Well, this is from the other side. You can see the variety Shane Warne produces. Compared to Richard Dawson in the first innings, he's bowled with similar trajectories in each of the deliveries on this over.
Yeah, he's falling away in his action, Richard Dawson. He tends to come past the perpendicular, but he can be actually, let's have a look at it. His area of danger is a lot smaller than that of Shane Warne's because of the spin hard and getting up and above the eyes. Richard Dawson, he could be sorted out, his action, in, I reckon, about one session.
Well, here it is. Here is his action. You talk us through it.
Let's have a look at his front shoulder. Now, his left shoulder, he falls away. There he goes. His head goes with his shoulder and his arm follows his head. So he's past the perpendicular, and that makes it real tough for him.
But in his mind, he's probably trying to get very high, isn't he? But he's just gone a little too far, maybe.
But if his shoulder is at his target and he maintains a rotation up and over there, his head is going to be nice and steady, his eyes level, he'll be okay.
Now, you've given us a couple of points there. Any departing tips for our viewers?
Well, we've got to get shoulder to shoulder rotation, up and over. We've got to drive up and over our brace front leg. We've got to spin hard, and we've got to stay tall throughout our action.
Well, it all sounds very easy, Aaron. I hope you can take some of those tips with you and have a fantastic finish to the season. And Ashley, thanks very much for your time. So Simon, there's Masterclass number 2, off spinning. How easy does it seem?
Thanks, Heels. I think Aaron would have learnt plenty from Ashley Mallet, but I'll tell you what, I reckon Richard Dawson's had a fair afternoon as well.
It's had a tough game, hasn't he? But it was a good point, though, I think, with Richard Dawson. I was talking with Richie Bow about it yesterday with his bowling. He does fall over, and that arm, as Ashley Mallet, Nee and Healy pointed out, does go past the perpendicular, and that makes it very difficult to actually impart side spin on the ball. It's more overspin than side spin, and so he may be trying to spin it hard, but he's not getting the amount of turn that he could well be if he had it right.
It's a medium pacer's action, really, isn't it? You know, it's something you wouldn't mind in a medium pacer, but not an off spinner trying to get the purchase on the ball.
My word, but there were some great points made apart from that. I think that I was delighted to hear Ashley Mallet say about spinning it hard and bowl outside off stump. Be aggressive, try and get some wickets.
Masterclass number 2, off spinning. We're going to take a break and then be back with some of your emails.